This is the best-selling Lexus of all time, the RX, in a beautiful copper crest and in a new F Sport trim on the hybrid. So there's 16 different specs of the RX in Canada, and in North America there's the gas, this hybrid, this is the 350h, and then there's a plug-in hybrid. So this one is kind of mid-trim. And I was pleasantly surprised at the price for everything you get in here. No, this doesn't have the bigger 14-inch screen. No, this is not the super performance version, but it has everything I would expect for this price point in a gorgeous package. It's great to drive. It has all the tech that you would want. I would say, I think the two things that I would like that aren't on this trim are the bigger 14-inch screen, but like I say, it's fine the way it is, you'll see. And a 360 backup camera is missing from this spec as well. Again, that's just my opinion. So the F Sport is new on the 350h, and it's really just aesthetics. It doesn't get any changes to the power or the suspension or anything. I know the Lexus grills can be polarizing, but I love them. I really think they look great, both on the EVs and on the gas and hybrid. This black on copper crest looks amazing. Yes, I don't know if you can see it on video, but this does have some water spots on it. It's I've been driving it for 3 days, and we've had drizzly days. I think it was drizzly the day I picked it up even. So although it is a beautiful color, you can see water spots. I don't know if you can see it on video, but it doesn't look dirty from far away, which is fantastic. We have the standard Lexus signature headlamps, DRLs, and gorgeous grille. Like I say, I like it. I know it's polarizing. Nothing new for 2025 back here. Beautiful Lexus light bar. It's standard on all of their SUVs now. The RX is all-wheel drive, and we get a good amount of room behind the seats. Good cargo. We have a cargo net. We have a privacy shade. We can fold the seats down from back here. We have a 12-volt port. The seats all fold down individually, which gives you a ton of flexibility with cargo. You could have skis or whatever and still have seats for two back here. And then we also have a spare tire underneath here and a jack. I love when I'm doing these and a previous gen the same brand goes by. I'm behind an older RX, and an older GX just turned in front of me back there. I wish I could catch it all on camera for you guys. This is a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder plus 2 electric motors, making that hybrid for a total of 246 horsepower. A new gen RX just drove past me that way. 246 horsepower, continuously variable transmission. It's not going to win you any races. This is not a performance SUV, but for a mom car or a daily driver or family car, it's great, and you don't need more power. It doesn't need to sound like a sports car or a performance SUV. It's just completely sufficient as is. The RX is also standard all-wheel drive, so you know, I love that for reliability and different seasons. I know here in Canada we're not the only ones that get, you know, occasional weather. You guys do too in the US, and different states have very different weather. All-wheel drive just gives you that flexibility and more reassurance in any types of weather or terrain. It's a really comfortable drive. I always enjoy Lexus's seats, their infotainment, their comfort, the smoothness. Like I say, it's quiet. I just really don't have anything negative to say. I mean, unless you hate a CVT. I know I get a lot of comments on social, especially about CVTs, but I don't really have any complaints about this. Start it up. It is a very warm day today. All right, let's start with this. Lexus always does this two-sided center console. I love that. Also, we have two cup holders here, but one, sorry about the fan noise, it's going to be on for a bit because it's quite warm. One of the cup holders, it sinks down, so if you had a really tall cup, that would be cool, and then you just push this little button and it pops back up to normal height. And then we have a huge storage cubby underneath this thing, and there's a USB and a USB-C and a 12 volt, and then there's another 2 USB-Cs right here. This is not a wireless charging pad, that's just a little resting area for your phone, I guess. The smaller screen, so this is a 12.3-inch screen, standard, and then there's a 14-inch screen on the upper specs or in the convenience package for this spec, but this one does not have that, as you can see, but it's big enough. We have our climate control here, our heated seats, our ventilated seats here. Everything is controlled within this screen. I really do love the Toyota Lexus system. The nav is great. The wireless CarPlay is seamless. It's quick. I really do like this system, even though this screen, as you can see, is smaller than on some. Fully digital driver display, customizable. You can change the settings. We have our adaptive cruise control on this side, music controls on this side. We do have paddle shifters. We do not have head-up display on this trim. I believe that is also part of the convenience package that would get you the bigger screen as well. But this is sufficient. And again, that's what I was saying about this is mid-trim. So quickly, I will talk more about price at the end, but like this one's under $70,000 for a Lexus RX, which is great. You can get much more expensive with the Lexus RX. The other thing that's missing is the 360 camera, like I said already, but it's a good clear backup camera. It just doesn't have the 360 top-down view. Mid-trim, we get new Lux seats, which means they're not real leather. We have a pop-out cup holder in the center armrest, and then we have a small center hump, but it's not bad at all. We have USB-C and we have rear climate back here. I like these floor mats. They keep it cleaner than if you didn't have them. And then maybe another Lux thing I'm missing is a panoramic sunroof. I believe those are on the top specs of the RX as well. I do have lots of legroom. I'm 5'1". We have seat back pockets. This roof kind of goes down here in the middle and then it goes back up again for headroom. Again, a really dark interior. These are electronic doors on the RX. That started, I believe, 2 or 3 model years ago, we started getting these electronic doors on the Lexus SUVs. So Lexus tells me this was the very first luxury SUV on the market back in 1998. And this is the best-selling Lexus, the RX. And there's 16 specs. I know I said that at the beginning of the video, but I just can't quite wrap my head around that. I know Toyota Lexus always does a lot of just options and trim levels and engine options. There's always a lot to choose from, but 16 because you have the gas, then the hybrid, then the plug-in hybrid, then you have some performance versions, and then of course each like gas hybrid, plug-in hybrid has like base all the way up to top. And this is built in Ontario. So the RX is built in Canada. So is the RAV4. Same plant. I love that they gave me a mid-trim. So this is the hybrid in the new F Sport. And it is not the most performance-y. It is not the most luxurious. It does not have the most options. But it looks fantastic. It drives fantastic. It has all of what you would want. It's just missing a couple of the extras like the 360 backup camera, the bigger touchscreen, leather interior. This is new Lux. It's totally fine. Like you can tell, it still has all the gorgeous, you know, detail on it, and it's still ventilated seats. It's just not real leather, and lots of brands are going not real leather. So that's not unusual, but that's part of what makes this a mid-trim. The RX starts at around 60,000 Canadian or around 50,000 US dollars. And this one, as spec'd, 68,000 Canadian or 58,000 US dollars. So I know that's still a lot, but all SUVs, especially luxury like Lexus, I feel like are really expensive these days. I've had so many, you know, $90,000+ SUVs this year, and to see one come through that's under 70,000 Canadian for a luxury brand, a gorgeous SUV. I mean, I was impressed. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a question or a comment. Please do subscribe. Come find me on social media. I'm XO Connie Peters everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and I would love to hear from you. We'll see you guys soon.